Okay, creating online forms in Google Docs. There are times when you may need to collect various forms of data from people on the internet. And for instance, the upcoming Eliza Gilkison show, I'm going to create a form for people to sign up and reserve tickets. And that's something that needs to be done. I'm also going to create a form that people can use to enter the raffle ticket information online. So I'm going to start with that. There's two ways you can do it. One, you can start with here's the raffle ticket, and every one of these fields here, name, email, address, I'm going to make this into a form that'll be on the internet that people can enter. So I'm going to go over here to Google Docs, log in with my login information, create new form. And we're going to call this here in the title form. We'll call it audience collection entry form. Now we'll call it mailing list entry. Just call it mailing list entry. You put that in there. And over here on the right hand side, you want to always press save as you're editing. Okay, now we're gonna create the fields. So I'm going back to the raffle card here, and everything that's here I'm going to enter. I'm going to pause and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm looking at the raffle ticket, and I think it's very important to set up the fields left to right order for entry. It makes it very easy when somebody's entering the information from these cards. So I'm going to go name, email, address, interested in house concert, interested in season tickets, as if you were reading it left to right. So that's how I'm going to set it up. And I'm going to make sure that the email is a required field. I am also going to make sure that the name is split up into first name, last name, very important. And that also there's a city and state field. Okay, I'll be right back after I do that. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I might as well show you how to set up these fields, because there's some important items here to note. Okay, so first name, question title. And I pull down here, it says question type. It's just going to be text. And we want this to be a required question. You always want to have the first name of the folks so that when I send out an email, you can personalize the email with their first name. So once I'm done with that, I press done. And then I'm going to change this sample question number 2 into last name. And I won't make that a required question. So if people want to just have their first name, it's fine. Okay, and then I go up here, add item. I'm going to add another text item for email address. Email address. So I go in here and go email. And this one does need to be required so that we can send our email updates. Text, press done. Okay, I'll go ahead and finish this out. I'll pause it, finish it out, and come right back. Okay, now, when I came to this question, interested in presenting a house concert, I'm going to make this just a checkbox where they check yes or no. And that helps cut down on typos. So if you just have instead of them entering yes or no, we'll just have a checkbox. And the way I do that is I go question type down to checkboxes, and then option 1 will be yes, and then option 2 will be no. As simple as that. And then I go done. And I'm going to do that same thing for interested in season tickets. I'm going to make that a checkbox, yes, no. And then I can search. When all this is put into a database, I can sort it and pull up all the people interested in season tickets. All right, so I go done with that. And then what else do I have? I have city. We'll put city, state. So this one will be city. And I want to make that a required question. It's good to know where people live. So we can sort our emails. And then state. Let's make that required too. Just text on that. So we go done with that. Then we're going to have interested in volunteering. That'll be another checkbox question. Volunteering. Checkboxes. Yes, get the idea. I'm going to pause it and be right back. Okay, another thing, sometimes you want to give people a little hint if there's a particular question that might be confusing. So on this one, cell phone provider, seems obvious to me, but people always seem to ask, what do you mean by that? So I'll put in here, help text, AT&T, Verizon, and that'll help them, hopefully. Cell phone provider, done with that one. Okay, I've entered all of the fields in order left to right as they are on the raffle card. And now I want to do a save up here in the right hand corner where it says save. And then under where it says more actions, we have a confirmation note. So what we'll do is, on this one, we're going to put the link to this form. So when you're entering it, there'll be a link, basically a link you click that'll just take you right back to the entry form to enter the next one. So we just keep going in a constant loop. Now, so I'll put thanks. Click here to enter another record. And what I'm going to do is get right here where it says at the bottom, it says you can view the published form here. That is the link to the form on the web. So I'm going to right click on that. And of course that's not working for some reason. So if that doesn't work, then I can just select it like this. Control C to copy it. Go back to the edit confirmation. Paste it in there just like so. And then I go save. Save it again if I need to. Now if I want to look at what the form, how the form appears on the web, I just click this link down here at the bottom, the published view. And this is what it looks like. So anybody anywhere, any volunteers, any workers for strings attached can enter these mailing list cards from this form. And it will go to a centralized database. So it's very easy. Okay, so that is one way to do it. Now, for some reason you don't have access to the web, but you have a computer that works, what you'll want to do is just go to Microsoft Excel, like I'm doing right here, and make a little database with those fields. Along the top, you'll just title each field, first name, last name, email, just from left to right, all the fields right there at the top, and then just go down here for where the second row is and start entering your data that way. And then save this as a Microsoft Excel file, which you can then email to me. And I can import that data into the strings attached online mailing database. So that is the other method of entering the mailing list cards. Or you can upload this Excel document to Google Docs. That's the other thing you can do. Okay, so that should be pretty clear. That would cover making a form, an online form in Google Docs. And what to review, if you see down here at the bottom, this is the URL you want to use to send people. It's very important that you use this URL right here at the bottom where it says you can view the published form here. Don't use any other document, universal location. Use that URL, and you have to copy it by selecting it. Make sure that you've saved it over here on the right hand corner. Make sure that you've edited the confirmation. And there's also this email this form link here. That's very helpful if you need to send it to a specific person. That works well too. That covers everything about editing and creating a form on Google Docs.